That comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And the deliver there is that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up for the 1st and goal.
Touchdown!
Oh, hit him forward, goddamn!
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st
Why y'all hit
lead.
him forward? Like fire!
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3.
Lock him!
And find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, anywhere in the NFL, that's huge.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Williams, the man in motion left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. so far as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
God damn it!
This is going to be
the ball up in the air.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Totally.
Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have regained the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive. To avoid the turnover. This is cool. Touchdown, Detroit. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
There we go.
And that's going to be good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Ah, Patty right there!
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop the throw.
Yes, sir.
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Man, this nigga Hoodie put 103 up on Hero.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides. And
that is caught.
Showing your ass today, baby.
Detroit.
Your ass today, baby.
38 yards. And extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is what...
And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's carrying it out for Williams. They got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 72 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Georgia.
They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
I see the move, baby.
He will score.
I see the move, baby.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Barber, you playing?
And blown up on that play, back at the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to
get there, big fella.
Way out there, but it'll be third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
He's got it in, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
Come on, Ebo, son, you there.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And And this one is incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Williams brings it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Slot man moves right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because
and my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can...
Come on! Lock it!
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Pick that up, baby.
Saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Sad.
Throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right Broncos defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Yeah.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. A sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know, do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finding Williams once more, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away.
Pat, trust it.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that run. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. They'll set up to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game asking questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
No,
They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
Thank you.